The Sims thinks you're dumb. EA thinks you're a fool, a baboon they can take abuse of. Because let me tell you something. Do you even have to? Do I even have to? You know what the fuck it is about. I have a fucking ball. You know how much this would cost to have a ball in the Simpsons expansion pack? At least it will be at least a kit. How much are these kits? $4.99, $9.99? I don't care. It's just too much. So let's start getting into business. We had The Sims 1, then we had The Sims 2, we had The Sims 3, and now we are stuck with this shit called Sims 4. I remember even when it launched, I remember playing it on launch, and I'm a cast player, so I've always I love the cast. Like, the cast can't be beat. Like, in any Sims game, the cast, this is the best. But I remember back then, bitch, it was a map that was completely white. We went from open worlds, completely freely roam everywhere, with having time travel packs, with having packs where you can own a fucking boathouse, travel freely with your whole house along the ocean, to being stuck and confined back to one lot in one dingy ass tiny neighborhood with not even a colorful map. We went so many steps back. I can't even we even went back further than the Sims 1. We went to the Sims Prehistoric. Oh my god, that should be a pack like Sims like 4. You know how they had spin-offs like the beach one, the everything one, you know, like those like the medieval ones, but they should have one where it's like cave people. Why am I better at point on myself? I shaved. I don't look as much cave like anymore. But that would be so fun. But no, that's why I didn't do it, because it would be so fun. If you look at The Sims 4, it started off kind of on a good note. I remember also the first pack, I think it was Outdoor Retreat and it was a game pack. And I do think the idea of a game pack is nice in comparison to like stuff packs. So I prefer game packs over stuff packs. But still, like, why are they trying? They even started then. They were like, let's separate everything. Everything. Wait, I had to buy it. Let's separate everything into smaller pieces so we can make more money. And they're trying to cut corners everywhere. I'm not trying to blame the people who do like the art, but I don't know who is to blame in EA. So I'm just blaming the whole EA. So if you work in EA and you're like, I'm so sorry, like I wish I could do more, but I'm just drawing the milk cartons for the fucking the battle pass. They have a battle pass now. Battle pass. Come on now, battle passes are too fucking much. I think in general the kind of gaming industry has shifted from trying to push boundaries, make a good product, to just like making a product makes a lot of money, and it's so unfortunate because games are so, in my opinion, avant-garde in the sense that they push kind of reality of what we have in front of us to a new different level. It's really like interesting. It's so many arts that combine to make like these gaming experiences, and it's so sad to see how it kind of has over the years, in my opinion, declined. Like overall in like the quality of games and just like the, actually not even the quality, but kind of like the common like the feeling in the air. What's like just like the je ne sais- also I age, maybe it's that. Who knows? Bitch, let me talk. So let's go back to The Sims 4. What pissed me off recently is they had the Life and Death like pack, the expansion pack, and I remember I played it and I was like, it's cute, it's fun, it's good, it's a good pack, but not like anything comparable to any Sims 3 pack or anything before, because it's one of those things that you play like once. Like, who's gonna be the Grim Reaper every single time? Like, my cute ass Sims are not gonna be like always like the motherfucking Grim Reaper. Like, so it's like sometimes you play once or twice and you're like, okay. But like the death mechanics are fun with the like funerals, kind of like the rebirth. So it is like a nice pack. It's like the first pack where I was like, okay, it's going up. And then come Sims for hobbies and businesses. They should learn something from their own game. They shouldn't run scamming businesses like they do now. Do you know the video of Delta Warp being like this? I'm scamming. I'm scamming. That's literally EA. They're scamming us. Because how in the hell are they gonna call it hobbies? The hobbies that they add. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt that I might be wrong and that they launch it with 15 more. But for now, what's really confirmed is pottery. That's a legitimate hobby. Sounds fun. Tattooing. Bitch, who the fuck tattoos people for as a hobby? It's not like something that you do like every week. Once I will just do after my work, I'm gonna pick up my tattoo gun and like tattoo people. That's not the vibe. That's not the case whatsoever. And then candy making. Girl, is this nerdy nummies? Is this nerdy nummies? Are we gonna make fucking emojis out of sugar? I don't know. It's also again not something that like would constitute as like a hobby, but then again, giving the benefit of the doubt, there's so many hobbies already in STEM. I struggle with like thinking what would I add. When thinking about it, a lot of the hobbies are very much just a station, you do it, and then you go. So I would also maybe enjoy would be carpet making because I feel like it's something that really went viral on like TikTok and everywhere. It's like people with the guns like but making like carpets, and it would be so cute to have like your own carpets in the game. Or they could have refurbished or added on to certain like what's it called, hobbies, like maybe like painting could get a refurbishment, like a new fresh paint on it. Maybe instead we have the painting, we have the graphic tablet. Maybe there could be 3D modeling also part of that. Maybe there could be I don't know, maybe like kind of like how you can tattoo, can kind of paint tattoos. You could in-game make custom paintings, but maybe not big ones. Or you can make a portrait like event painter career. I don't know, it's like something where they can use what they already have or add to. Like dancing, we have dancing, but they could do ballet dancing because I always loved ballet in The Sims 2. It was so fun. So as kind of a background like information on me, I didn't play The Sims 1 that much. I never played it really on PC, just once, and I played it on the PlayStation 2 when I was little. Then The Sims 2 I never really played until later in my life. Then Sims 3, played it so much, was obsessed with it, watched so many Let's Play. Shout out to Honeyball LP, shout out to Gronk. Those are my two main bitches that I would watch constantly playing The Sims. And it was just, I could tell so many stories about it and about Sims 3, but I think I will do it in a different separate video. Then The Sims 4, been there since launch, had the deluxe edition. Like I've been there since before launch. Like I was there back in the day. Literally, I have to say, back in the day, this game has been there longer than some people on this earth. It's insane. And still, it just doesn't reach any certain heights. And they said why they don't want to do a Sims 5 is because people have been playing for so long, we don't want them to get rid of their files, of their like whatever files. They're like save files. Excuse me? Yes, we've been playing so long, but not, what? That's not a reason to not make a second game. It's like literally, you forced us to play it for this. It's not our choice. I wouldn't play this for this long. It's not my choice. You guys are doing it. That was so Liza Koshi. But it's like your fault that I'm having to play this game for like so long. And it's built on a shit foundation and it keeps building up, and that's why it keeps crashing. People are having issues with it. Sims 3 can crash, Sims 3 can lag. Mine doesn't. I've never had issues with that, and I had like the worst laptop as a kid. I never really had issues with that. Maybe I just didn't care as a kid as much, but whatever. Sims 3 has a reason to like, but there's so much content, but varied content, while and also has an open world system and like creative style, like so much variation. While The Sims 4, it's closed world, like little tiny world. It doesn't have anything like super intense in the terms of like customization that you can do yourself. And why does it then lag? Why does it then behave cockadoodle doo? The foundation is bad and they keep building up on it. And at one point, it just has to stop. At one point, it has to stop. And at one point, they'll be like, do not launch the game with all the packs installed. Why the hell did I buy them then? For my Sims to one day be a fucking astronaut, the next day be a poo poo pilot? Like, who knows? Oh my god, pilot career, what can I eat? What can I eat? Or hobbies, they could like, they could have introduced cars even in hobbies. Like they could have like made a base game update with cars, and then in the pack they could like customize their cars. Oh, that would have been so cool. But like also cars, just so you don't have animations to get in, get out. The Sims 2 had so much detail, and it all just boils down again to I definitely believe that the Sims team could make something better if the leads in the Sims team, if EA poured in more time but made less profit. Like they just want more profit, and that's the problem. Like not everything has to be about profit, and I do believe that's like in general in the current world climate and like the kind of world that we live in, it's an issue. Like profit above everything else, profit about everything else. And it's just so annoying to be like part of this world. And I also don't want this to be the world that like my nephews and my kids like grow up in, because they will not enjoy the, because we become cogs in a system. We become little pawns for them to make profit. They see us as little pawns, not as customers, as people that they want to share something that they're passionate with. And it's really, really just sad because I do believe that the Sims 4 team, they could make something so much better, and the Sims 5 is gearing up to be the most shit of them all because it's just like, how do we make even more money? How do we squeeze people out of their money? And in general, the like idea of a life simulation game is so important, I believe, to have because the digital world is, in my opinion, right now, getting more important in comparison to like the real natural world, and we have to gear up with laws on defamation, gear up on laws with propaganda there because that's that's an issue there. Oh, I got to burp again. Which I'm not gonna do it. A burping mod. Bitch, they burp already. I love kicking my Sims like burp fart. But what was I about to say? What was I to say? Oh yeah, The Sims, because it's like a life simulation game. I do believe in like the game sphere. It's a really important game to have because also it's so interesting to have as a like philosophical tool to think about what if we're being controlled like that, and just like a magical tool to just like think about the fact that we as humans have been able to create basically a parallel universe in certain confinements, of course, not the same as ours, but it is just highly interesting and highly natural for us to recreate like human life. But just the way we've been doing it has only been The Sims. I'm excited to see Inzoi come in and change the game up. Excited to see Paralives come in, change the game up because life is not just from one American perspective. So yeah, EA thinks that you are like a dumbass, and let me not get into it. Should I get into it? Let me get into it. EA game changers. Game changers. Yo, fucking mother. You're not changing shit. Like a lot of them. I used to watch Plumbella and I still like Plumbella and I think Plumbella is critical. Also just like everybody can make whatever they want their channel to be as, but I feel like some people they generally just feel like an ad. I'm not gonna name names because some people are vicious. Like if I name any name, they're gonna be like, no. But no, some people generally just feel like a cog from a COG. That's what I mean. Like a little like tool for EA to make money as, and I'm not gonna say who, but bitch, you know. And they always this person I'm specifically thinking about. Recently, the pack was announced, like hobbies and business pack, which is such a scam because it basically just uses. It just reuses things that have been used before, like the shopping system from The Sims Get to Work, plus just like the Get Rent things. They're recycling these packs. How dare they think that 39.99 of my time, of the work that I physically do, the thing I do to get that money is worth their lackluster game? That they like if we break it up by hours how much you work on it, it couldn't have been that much because and if it was that much, embarrassing, like embarrassing, because it's just reusing things and so many mod makers have do it by themselves and so much better. Again, EA, the biggest problem is they want profit above anything else. The biggest problem with Overwatch, again, profit above anything else. That's what I really enjoy. What if, oh, it was, it was going toddler, like toddler who's done drinking the drink. You know how they always drink like bitch, it's not gonna run away. Anyways, profit above anybody else. Again, exactly. And things like Fortnite, like also, the battle pass system is so annoying. And Fortnite is like the only game where I kind of like whatever because it's like just a cosmetic, so it's like fine. But also in other games, but it's like the first one kind of like bigly introduced it. But for some games, just doesn't make sense, and it's just a backstep for some games, and it's just oh, they just want our money, and we don't own shit because it's just like you own the license to it, but it's still there. So it's just like ugh, it's just like, bitch, I am not a tool. I am not an object for you to make more money off of, bitch. This is supposed to be a fair trade. Me, you, me. I give you money for something that you have done that I appreciate. And I can't keep supporting this stupid game. It's just clear what their goal is. And it's really annoying because it's so unfortunate because we all love playing this game because I actually am going to play the game right now. And I'm going to be like so frustrated with what I know they could have had done if they just didn't care as much about just making moolah la. Oh my god. What can I also like the kits? Fuck that shit. Kits, bitch. Stuff bags are enough. Why do we need like kits? Like ugh. And also a lot of the issues with the kits is they're so that they just at the end don't work all together. And that's also a big issue because also so many also the like I just have to say one last thing. I have so much to say. If you want another video of me yapping about like how I think we can like not we yeah, you can improve the Sims and what's the issue with that, let me know. Because one last thing I want to say, people are like, oh, but the what are they called? The oracles? No, that's me. The the occult Sims are much better because they have the skill system. It is nice, but then again, it's just a UI at the end, and you just have to level up, do the same stuff, UI. And I personally have enjoyed the occults in The Sims 3 better. I understand if people do them in The Sims 4, but it's just it was one pack with so many occults, and now we have. Oh my god, that was so politician of me. Excuse me, so fuck off. Um, but yeah, I do believe that the occults again they like reusing things, and it's just give me tools, give me a game. Like we all want that shit where you can play live and have like fun and digital. Stop scamming me, EA. Stop scamming the people. Stop it, bitch. That's all I have to say. Stop it. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, or if not, I don't really care. Actually, I do care. I'm not like EA. I do care about what people think. EA just cares about what the game changers think and what the moolala they bring. Moolala. Scamming. Ooh, I'm a scammer. Scamming.